Yeah, this is what I'm dealing with this morning. Jeez, can't even see. Hope it doesn't ruin the day, but this happens when you travel sometimes. Hopefully this morning fog will clear out. We'll see what happens.
All right, day 3. This is when the trip starts to get really interesting and I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Prior to day 3, all the other locations, while I've never been to, I've been to those cities, I've been to those counties, I'm familiar with the area. Now I'm into uncharted territory. Salton Sea, desert, I'm thinking meth heads, drug dealers, crazy people, no one around, getting lost. But to be honest, this is when I'm in my element. I love being in these situations. Unknown, don't know what's gonna happen. Welcome to the Desert Tower, our first stop of the day.
All right, here we are at the Desert Tower. It's hella cool, but I drove up there, hella dogs came out of the cuts. You guys know me, I'm scared of dogs. So, and they surrounded my car. So I don't know how to get tickets. I'm too scared to go over there. See, there's those dogs. There's one right there, and there's that other one over there. There's that dog, but when we went near that building right over there, like 3 dogs came out of the cuts and just surrounded the car. They're not coming near me. They might be chill, but I'm too scared to go over there. Okay, we found somebody, and the dogs are cool. They're not gonna mess with us. I was hella scared of them at first.
After meeting John and getting the whole dog thing settled, he opened the tower for us. The best thing about it was the tower was closed that day, and he literally opened it up just for us, which was awesome. The price of $9.50 is well worth it. Not only do you get to go in the tower, but you also get to go across the way to the rock place where you get to explore and hop rocks, and we'll get into that a little bit later. John was awesome to talk to. He was a wealth of knowledge. He knew all about the area and the history and shared a lot of great insights. It was really good talking with him. Not only that, the tower itself was like a museum. It felt like artifacts from generations past just being stored into this place, and just different levels of different things. Super cool just to explore and check out. Well worth the cost, well worth the visit.
Now you pissed off Grandma. And here's the top. And it's clear skies beyond. And there's an older park right there I'm going to check out after this. We had to deal with all this fog. We got clear skies moving forward. Here is the top. The very top. So we just met John. I guess he's the owner of this place. 93 acres. It was closed today. He let us in, so randomly found him. He let us in. I'm not scared of the dogs anymore. He said I could explore wherever I want. Okay, let's check out this place. Super cool. Oh wow. This is why I love traveling and love exploring and going off the beaten path.
because I get to see stuff like this. Skip LA, skip San Diego, skip all that. Seems everywhere I turn, there's another statue, or not statue, but carving. For anyone that knows me, you know I'm a sucker for these type of places. They're chained, but I'm still not risking it. Yeah, I'm not going down here because they got some dogs getting hyphy. This stuff is cool though. On the way to the tower, you'll see a bunch of junk and debris and things around the road. John told me that the guy that lives over there, he takes people out to see UFOs and stuff like that. I didn't see him, but I had to explore. Nothing like exploring. Oh shit. Hole in there. Hella tight. Upon arriving to Calexico, after a long drive through the desert, the first thing I saw was murals of anime. I was like, whoa, what do we have here? Had to stop. I mean, Evangelion, Sailor Moon, hell, they even had Ranma. That was Cuddy. I found out in Calexico that about 98% of the population there is Mexican. Everyone speaks Spanish, so it was a nice opportunity for me to practice my Spanish. The restaurant we went to was cool. Loved the staff there, they were awesome. I chopped it up with them for a while. Here we are in Calexico. I just wanted to see the wall because I've never seen it before. Mexico right there, I can just walk across the street. Welcome to the center of the world. All right, I'm gonna go on a little rant here. So when I got here, I just drove a couple of hours in the desert, and by this time I had to take a mad shit. So I walk up in there, go to the gift shop, go to the restaurant. No one is there. So I'm just kind of walking around, and I'm like, cool, this will be free for me. No one's here. I walk to the pyramid, and I see a worker there, and she's taking photos of a family for like 30 minutes. She finally finishes, shows me where the bathroom is, take my dump, head back to the gift shop to thank her, and she's like, it's $10. I'm like, damn, you got me. But whatever, it's $10, you know, it costs money, so I paid. I wasn't tripping that much. Did want it for free, but whatever. So let me go back in time for a minute. So before going to the center of the world, back at the desert tower, I was talking to John, And he told me that the owner of the place is a very rich man from Quebec who actually bought an airstrip and flies back and forth in his private jet to Felicity, California. He also told me that the church resting on that hill, well, the hill's man-made. So I have some ammunition and some things I want to talk about with the tour guide. So we meet the tour guide and I say, hey, so I heard the owner of this place is this super rich guy from Quebec and he has an airstrip and flies out here. And she's like, no, that's not true. And I said, okay. I go, what about the hill? I heard the hill is man-made. And she's like, yeah, it is. And then she went into all the details. I don't remember them. But it does turn out that the owner, Jacques, is French and extremely rich. I argued with the tour guide a bit about us being at the center of the world. Her argument was that, well, they made it a law that this place is the center of the world. So that is the argument. And by law, that place is the center of the world. After the tour's done, I walk around, wander around. I go to the maze, check out some of the other stuff. I go to the church. I head back to the parking lot. I see my friend talking to this older woman. When I get over there, the woman starts talking to me, and almost immediately, I didn't really like how she was coming at me. She was coming at me, all kind of interrogating me, and it was starting to piss me off. And usually I would have just told someone off, but for whatever reason, I decided to be kind of respectful, but I was pretty rude to her. And eventually I just walked away because I was tired of talking to her. I finished checking stuff out and then we head back into the car. And my friend, while I was walking around and she was just waiting in the car, she was looking at Google Maps and looking at the place and looking at the reviews. And there were several reviews saying that, you know, this place is part of the occult. It's part of the elite and it's devil worshiping. And if you make a wish in the pyramid, you're selling your soul to the devil. So yeah, so when you do the tour, you get a paper that says that you were there, and then you make a wish in the center. And I did that, and if I did sell my soul to the devil, if it's true, my wish, I said it would come true in 6 months. So if it comes true in 6 months, then I'll be like, damn, you got me. But if it doesn't, I'll be like, oh, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, so I get curious and I start doing a little research myself. And I find an article where a guy's talking about how this place is part of the occult. It's part of the elite. The church had like blood stains on the chairs and stuff. I don't remember seeing any of that. And it was probably clean by the time I got there. But I'm just reading all this stuff. And some of it makes sense. I mean, Jacques is hella rich. I mean, he literally has part of a staircase from the Eiffel Tower. You got to be plugged in with some of the top cats in the world to be able to probably do that. Another interesting thing is the older woman, she was Asian, the one that was talking to my friend. I actually saw a picture of her with Jacques. So I'm figuring like they might be married or whatever. She's probably filthy rich too. Anyways, before doing this research, I didn't even notice. It didn't even cross my mind that this place would be the occult. And it still doesn't really. But it is kind of interesting if you want to do the research. I might make another video on its own about it. We'll see. From the center of the world, the next stop was the Salton Sea, but Yuma was only like 10 miles away and Salton Sea was a couple of hours away. Sunset approaching. Nah, I don't want to do that. So I heard of Yuma. They got movies about Yuma, 310 to Yuma, and some old school ones. I like Westerns. Fuck it. Let's go to Yuma. Why not? With darkness ready to rise from the depths, I had to think fast on what to do. Quickly learned about the Yuma East wetlands, and we went over there. It's a nice little stroll. There's a river. You can kind of hang out. I'm sure there's a lot of things to do and some other trails. We didn't have that much time, so we just explored a little bit. I definitely wanted to catch the sunset, So then we went to the Yuma West wetland, which was more like a little lake and playground. We barely spent any time here, but caught the sunset. Didn't really like the foreground for sunsets here, but still got a nice sunset. No complaints. What is a tight-ass playground? Whoa. Because our hotel was so close to downtown, it was like a mere 4 blocks, we decided to walk over there and check it out. It was nice. It was small and cute. Had some restaurants. We got to dine in this Italian restaurant, which was excelente. And they had some gluten-free pizzas and pastas. Of course, I went with the pizza. As we continued on and walked around, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, this downtown is hella boring. And the second I said that, this happened.